Does anyone want to share what they do when they hit these pockets of resistance? What do you say, Kimberly?
Well, I know that you don't, sometimes you have to do things you don't always feel like doing. But I know I stay present. I try to pay attention and focus and um, uh, close my eyes and use the energy and the thoughts of energy. So like when you're concentrating on filling your energy in this invisible light globe, that you can use the light to disintegrate the pieces of resistance to where they don't exist anymore. And your mind is so powerful, it can do that. And then you can get back. So that's what I've learned. That isn't what I have been doing up until this moment, but usually I just plug away and I won't enjoy it, but I'll just get it done, whatever I have to do.
Okay, beautiful. Does anyone else want to share, like maybe how they recoup or if they give up, or is there anything that you want to talk about that kind of stirs in you?
Yeah, I
No?
can. I learned a while ago, and I use this all the time, and I don't have to use it as much as I used to, but every once in a while, when my thoughts go adrift and it starts to starts to beat me up or whatever, um, I just make the statement, I have 17 seconds to change my thoughts. I have 17 seconds to change my thoughts. And I repeat it over and over until 3, 4, 5 times. And then by the time I stop, those thoughts are gone and I can move on.
I love it.
Amazing.
That Abraham Hicks? Abraham Hicks?
It could be. I got it from Rod Harrison, but I'm sure got it from someone else.
Yeah. Well, we all share, right?
It works for food too. I have 17 seconds to change my thoughts on what to eat. I have 17 seconds to choose something else to eat. So
that is powerful.
Yeah.
That is really powerful.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Stephanie.
Yes.
That is a really good one. So the practice of, okay, if we are in this state of filling our energetic field with beautiful energy, radiant energy, and wonderful thoughts, the first thing in the morning when you wake up, and I know some of you say you can't do this, but this is really proven to be the best time to do it, and you don't have to do it for long. But when you're sleeping, you naturally are thinking of nothing. You're in la la land, enjoying the night, sleeping, resting your mind, body, spirit, everything is out. And so when you wake up in the morning, you put your feet on the ground, you go to the bathroom, and you sit. You can do it with a meditation. You can do it with a guided meditation. You can do it in silence. You can do it with some music. You can look out your window. However you do it, you just sit before you think thoughts, because everybody thinks like crazy amounts of thoughts a day. And guess what? Most of the time, they're the thoughts from yesterday that are recycling, right? And usually those thoughts are your to-do list and those feelings of, oh my gosh, I'm not adequate, or this, or I didn't finish this yesterday. Oh, she did this to me. I did this to her. I feel badly. I didn't get this done. So most of those are like that. So if you catch yourself, it's a trick. You sit down and you go ahead and go into some time for yourself. And now you know the trick of igniting your energetic core. So there are all kinds of different meditations, guys. And some just say sit and relax, lay down and relax, walk and meditate. And you can do whatever is best for you. But what you know now is powerful. Ignite this core. Ignite your energetic center. Good morning. Hello. Feel into your heart center and say, ah, oh, I'm so glad I had such a great night's sleep. And even if you didn't, you know, oh, I'm so glad I'm awake this morning. Choose your thoughts. Choose what you want to put in there. Choose your feelings of lighting up. Oh, feels so good. And then just clear your mind. And if something pops up in your mind, just say, just a thought. If something pops up in your body, just an emotion, just a pain, and send it love. Right? Train yourself every morning to do that. Like you're going to the gym doing your reps. Okay, you're going to add a minute until you get to the point where you really can sit and focus and will just be in bliss. Be in bliss and milk every moment you can and bring every energetic ounce of beauty into your light globe and circulate it and sustain it and feel good. And then set your intentions for the day. I'm going to have this wonderful feeling hold for as long as I can today. I am going to keep calling or reaching out to people until I get 3 orders today. I'm not going to let any of my past emotions or thoughts get in my way. Set that wonderful intention for you to have a good day, because why? It's your choice. Nobody else can choose it for you. Stay in your body. Don't let the outside situations and circumstances enter into your happiness or into your field. Keep that energetic field clear and pretty and painful. And free of pain. I don't listen to the news a lot. My mother says, Kelly, you need to listen to the news. You need to be an interesting person. And I say, Mother, I listen to it enough to know that I don't want to listen to it because it just brings me down. I choose not to put those negative thoughts in my mind, right? Because once they do, they fester, fester, fester. And yes, you keep up with the news. You can't shield yourself from everything. But if you're here and you're energetic, it's like, oh, that's interesting, and let it bounce off of you. That's interesting. You have the knowledge. You don't let it sink in and get those emotions feeling again, right? Okay, so we're practicing. You're lighting up your energetic core. You're circulating all of this. Okay, now, when you are in this state, smile. Think about how you want the physical parts of your day, because the physical parts of your day help you keep going. And so don't do anything that makes you feel bad. Do the things that make you feel good. Debbie Hall has been walking so much lately. I've enjoyed her Facebook feeds. And I feel the joy in the pictures that she sends. I feel the joy in the messages that she brings. And she is choosing activities that she can internalize and circulate joy around her. I mean, look at her face right now. Look how beautiful. And you can tell she has spent the day doing things that make her feel good. Okay. We can talk about how many sales you did today, because I know that they're improving. I know that you are attracting more people. And if not, guess what? The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless. Okay. So then what happens? Because it's natural. Life is not perfect, and we do circulate joy and everything. But, sometimes we hit a pocket of resistance, right? We hit them. It's inevitable. So think about how you normally handle it. What do you normally do? Do you normally quit? Do you normally fight through it? Do you normally surrender and go to bed? What do you do? And like Stephanie said, you have 17 seconds to correct that. Another way to do it, because we hit some whammies sometimes. We do. And if you are feeling so bad and you're like, okay, and you can even do it, say I have 17 seconds, but you're really having a hard time getting out of it because we're not in the practice of changing our minds like that. I see this as two interactions. First of all, when your light globe and your energetic field are so full of wonderful ideas, this is so dense and it's so much joy that you have a hard time hitting these pockets of resistance because you're magnetic. You're attracting joy. You're attracting positive things into your life. And so you are less likely to have a thought form that enters your energetic presence that's not matching your energetic presence. Okay? That's the law of attraction. What you put out, you get in. But what we put out is our energetic field. So those thought forms are positive. Okay? And you can choose whether to let it in or out. But if a negative thought comes up, that's one way of hitting a pocket of resistance. The second way is if an emotion comes into your body. And these two are kind of related. I think of it as your head and your brain is the producer of your thought forms. I feel like your body is the producer or the house for your emotional body. And what happens is a thought form comes up and you go back to the past of what has happened, and holy moly, guess what? It wakes up an emotion. So these thought forms and these emotions are now in concert. And they just keep, a thought, an emotion. You get bigger thoughts, you get bigger emotions, you get bigger thoughts, and it just keeps on, the whole snowball effect. Okay? So when that happens, surrender and go take some time to build up your energetic presence again. Sit with yourself, go back to your energetic core and sit there. And guess what? You're in a safe place. You're home. You're in your power center. You're in your heart space in your head. Now, your heart could be broken and you have hit that pocket of resistance and you are so tired of it. Well, we need to get that emotion out because they get stuck. And so it is okay to be here and give in to that pocket of resistance and breathe through it and cry through it and hit something, throw something, get this emotion circulating in you. And then remind yourself this is an emotion. I'm getting it out of me. Let it circulate, let it leave, and breathe into it and breathe it out. Get out of me. Breathe into it, loosen it up, let it go around in you, and then breathe it out of you again. And get these stuck emotions out of you. It's okay to sit with it and get it out. And then just say to yourself, it's done. It's done. And if that thought comes up again, that triggers that emotion, it's not going to be as strong. And you may have to do it a couple of times to get that thought form out. But after you do it, you can take a nap. That's kind of hard work to get an emotion out of you and to stop your thoughts. So give yourself a break, relax a little bit, and then sit back down and say, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going again. And you build that energetic presence up again and set a new intention. I'm going to hold this energetic presence and I am going to take a nice walk to give myself a break. And then I'm going to talk to 2 or 3 more people, whatever your goal is to set it. But if we just remember, these are just thought forms and these are just emotions. They circulate through us all the time. They are not us. They do not have to live in us. And we can get them out. We can get them out. Okay? Does that resonate with people? Okay. So first step is to get your energetic bubble up so that the pockets of resistance that may cause you pain or doubt or less self-confidence, they don't enter in as much. So they become fewer and farther between. And you don't have these hiccups all the time. They get less and less and less. Who would like to live in more joy more of the time? Absolutely. Yeah. So the practice we're going to do tonight, let me make sure I covered everything I wanted to cover in that. You know, Kimberly and I were talking, and just the importance of remembering head bubble and going to your power center is life-changing. Okay, it is. But all of this other stuff is on top of it, juicy and amazing, and you just it's life-changing. You can choose how you feel. You can choose your productivity. You can choose if you're going to be the same person today that you were yesterday. And how are you growing each day, right? And getting your body ready for that is important. And just that your energetic presence is what is so attracting to you. People are attracted to your energetic presence more than anything else. And if you just go people watching and sit back and watch, look how people stand, look how people carry themselves, look at their energetic presence, and you know, ooh, cool energetic presence. You can sense it now. The other thing this does is it wakes up your soul. You get a bigger connection. And you can listen to your soul more and listen to more of what your purpose in life. What is your soul's purpose? But you're open, more receptive to it because you are in that energetic field of the connection of it. And our heart opens more to receive more love. And the other thing is when you work from love and you work from your good intentions and you work from your place of safety and security, it's received so much better. So you are received more, and other things you are open to be more receptive without judgment, without conditions. So the energetic shift in your presence has the power to change so much in your life. Okay. Kimberly, can you think of anything I missed in that? Or is there anybody else that wants to add anything to maybe what they've experienced? Because, you know, at the first class, I said, how are you showing up now? And we got a journal out. And we said, how are you showing up now? Who has that piece of paper? Who remembers what they put down? And how do you want to show up at the end of this 6 weeks?
Present.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone have theirs and want to share it? Does anyone want to share like things that they have seen how they used to show up versus how they're showing up today? They can be little. There can be little tweaks. Have you noticed any shifts in your business? Have you noticed any shifts in your personal life? Debbie Hall would like to talk. Go ahead, Debbie.
I can't find my piece of paper, but I remember something about being more in my headspace, and my goal was to be more in my core and having that energy going. So I have definitely done that.
Great. And what, because you have taken that, and that can even be a physical action, it's an energetic action really, but going from here where you're, oh, yeah, and disconnected and scattered, and the message does not land on people. What, because you are more in womb space, what have you noticed personally with yourself? And what have you noticed with interactions with others?
Personally, I'm much more calm, but I'm calm, but yet I'm energetic. It's interesting that, like,
Mm-hmm.
I still feel all, but I'm calm, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
With family, more presence, and there's more connection going on with people around me. And I'm noticing, like, even my mom's around me more. And we live in the same house.
Yeah. And she wants to be with you more. She's feeling your energetic presence, being positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know, just that shift, that little shift of, you know, I'm calmer, but I still have just as much energy. That's huge.
It was huge, because I was like, at the first day I was able to finally meditate and listen to the whole thing. And first thing when I got up, I was like, oh, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I had to sit there. That was one of the things I got from the class that I'm taking, is to sit there and acknowledge and figure out kind of what's going on. And I'm like, oh, this reminds me of when I was sick and I had no energy. And so I'm like, well, you're not there. And so I walked through all of that and then got to where I'm like, I'm still energetic and I'm just calm.
Good. So when you're in that meditation, are you igniting your core?
Yes.
Good. I think that makes a big difference. It does for me, but I'm not everybody. I mean, everyone meditates different. Everyone has, you know, what works for them. But the biggest thing is igniting that energetic core right off has made such a huge difference in my life. Anybody else want to share something that they've noticed from how they were showing up at the beginning of the 6 weeks to the end of the 6 weeks? Thank you for sharing, Debbie. That's great. And I've noticed a big difference. I mean, your glow has really been pronounced. It's amazing. Yes. Kimberly?
Oh, well, I never have meditated before this class, and what meditation has done for me is being able to relax, like legit, and to relax in the morning when I'm my most anxious, and I have a better day. I have a happier day. I have a better day. I'm getting more done, cognitive wise. I'm sharper, which is interesting, but I always resonate really high, like with not anxiety, but I'm just an anxious go getter, get it done, blah, 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 blah. And now I can realize that I don't have to be like that, and I can still work, and I can take one task at a time. And if it's something technical I'm doing, I'm able to focus better. So the whole exercise has been great. And then with relationships on a personal standpoint, I feel more present, and I feel like I'm a better listener because I'm calmer.
Hmm. Now, those were not slight shifts, guys. Those are pretty life changing. When you know your energetic state, and I've had the same thing happen to me, Kimberly. It's like, you know, you wake up, you're stressed, and it's a stress energy like this, right? That you're working and you're getting it done, but it's just like this, and it's exhausting. But when you meditate, that energy calms down and you work with more joy. Do you work with more joy, Kimberly?
Oh, for sure. I'm enjoying working more. I'm enjoying everything I do, from follow-ups to enrolling people.
Mhm.
And it slowed me down to where I'm having nicer conversations with people. It's not so goal driven because I'm in sales. So I'm like, okay, I got to talk to as many people as I can, and I got to do this and I got to do that. And now I'm slowing down, but I'm more effective. So I might be having a little less conversations, but my conversations are more effective because I'm taking the time to connect. Whereas I think I get so anxious and so busy that I don't connect on the level that really we should with people, you
Well,
know.
do you find that when you were talking that you're like, okay, what do I need to say next? What fact do I need to get out there? What do I need to do to sell this person? Versus let me listen and let it land in what I say to them. You're listening to more of their needs, and then you're letting your energetic message to them is landing with them more. Do you think that's why you're being more?
Yeah, I'm not pressing my ego on them. So I stopped thinking, okay, I have to help them, I have to do this, I have to do that. And I can listen, I can ask more questions,
Mhm.
and get to the, get more get more to the source of their issue, but bond better with them. It's a different, it's a deeper connection with people, even strangers, just by calming and calming your body down. You're able to be more present and have deeper conversations with people. So it's helped. Does that make sense?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. So I hope all of you are having at least a little bit of this change that's happening in your life, and that you are feeling the calm, the safety, security, and feeling that connection, and that your message is landing. Debbie Hall is shaking her head. Yes. Good. Okay. Um, then the exercise we're going to do tonight, and shoot, how did I talk for 52 minutes? I didn't. We started off a little bit, a couple, but okay. So this moment is enough. And it goes into exactly what Kimberly was saying. It goes into what Debbie was saying about slowing down, being in that moment with your energetic presence. So the one of the biggest reasons this work is so powerful is because it helps us become of how we habitually move through life. So Kimberly admitted, I used to wake up and start this right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Debbie Hall, right? She had a hard time getting into that meditation because she woke up so amped. Okay. We've all talked about, okay, I'm going to tell this client they have to do this. This is my habit. So we become, let me see what I want to say here. So our habits and how we carry our energy has been hopefully has shifted here. And how we slow down and feel the joy in our presence. And one of the most habitual patterns that we have is that saying the present moment is not good enough. And we have two parts of us that kind of split us away from the present moment. The one is the seeking mind. Your mind that is seeking. I need to do more. What is next? Right? Even in a phone call, what do I need to do more? What do I need to do next? Or you're thinking with your kids, I need more connection. I need to do this. I need to take him out for lunch. I need to take them to the water slide. I need to go with my mother to whatever. I'm seeking connection. I'm seeking what I need to do next. And the other mind is the grasping mind. And this is what holds on to your past. You are grasping for old feelings. You're grasping for the dreams of the past. What if this ends? I hope he never leaves me. So both the seeking mind and the grasping mind do not allow us to fully be in the present moment. So in this exercise, I'm going to walk you through. Okay, first of all, who has examples? Who has examples of the seeking mind in your life that's happening today, that's happening right now, that's happening in your past that maybe has kept you from something or,
My to-do list.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do all need to-do list, but can they run your life? And what feelings from that to-do list are habitual patterns from the seeker or the grasper? I have to go grocery shopping. I remember last time I didn't go, I forgot to go didn't go grocery shopping and this happened, right? Or grasping for that, I remember that, I can't let that happen again. Grasping for that thought of it not being successful, right? And so you're putting pressure on yourself. Anybody else have any suggestions or examples? Renee, Chris, y'all have been so quiet today. Anybody? Okay. So we are going to, today, we're going to go into another little meditation to kind of end our night and to end the 6-week series. And
Kelly, would grasping be like being in a relationship for like almost 16 years and knowing it's wrong and not getting out of it, but still doing the same thing over and over again?
yes.
Okay, that's me. But I mean, it's done now.
Okay.
Just thought I'd bring it up. I mean, that's something I was thinking it had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're grasping for love. You're grasping for the known. You're grasping for this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Debbie.
I understand. I totally 100% understand that one. I do. But yes. Yes. Good one. So what we're going to do here is we are going to ask permission. If any of you have ever done inner child work, you ask permission from your inner child to talk to it. So we're going to ask permission, each of you individually, not out loud, but you're going to ask your grasper mind to come forward in this meditation. And you're going to ask your seeker mind to come forward in this meditation. And just sit in the present moment of what comes up for you. Okay? And any of you, because I think we'll end after this, but I know this is the end of me working with your group. If you would like to continue working with me on a one-to-one basis or in a group, I have some other groups that I teach that you could slide on in. I'd be happy to talk to you about a great deal. I just am so thrilled that I've had the opportunity to work with you. And if you want to continue, I am more than happy to work out what we can do to continue working with each other. Okay. So, so let's close our eyes. And if your seeker mind or your grasper mind says no to you, sit for a little while longer and ask again. Just say, may I have permission just for a few moments? And then I'll come back to you. Okay? So we're going to close our eyes. Take several deep breaths into your head space, into your heart space, and into your power center. And then just take a little while to pulsate those together. Feel that vertical core connection. Expand your light globe some. And ask your seeker mind, or allow your seeker mind to come forward in your mind. That part of the mind that is always looking for more. Sit with the grasper for just a moment and notice all the things it is constantly holding on to. Now, ask the grasper mind if you may bring the seeker mind forward. May I sit with the seeker mind for a while? What are all the things that you are seeking? Sit with the seeker mind and notice all the things that it is constantly seeking for. Now ask your mind to bring the controller forward in your mind, the controller part of your mind. May I sit with the controller for a while? And notice all the things it is constantly trying to control. And now ask the controller mind, hey, let's bring the non-seeking and the non-grasping mind forward. Can we do that, controller? Let's bring the non-seeking, the non-grasping mind forward. And just sit with that mind. Sit with the non-seeking and non-grasping mind that does not need to seek for anything or grasp for anything. Just sit in the present moment with this part of the mind. And now and then remind yourself that I am now sitting with the non-seeker and the non-grasping mind. And enjoy just sitting in the present moment with your non-seeker and your non-grasper mind so that you can just be in the present moment. I'm teaching. Sorry, guys. And as you do this, let's one last time together think of the wonderful things that we're grateful for. Be grateful that Kimberly and Stephanie are your wonderful leaders. And they brought me in to give you some skills. Be grateful for yourself for receiving the skills and receiving this gift from them. And be grateful for this, even the smallest shifts that you've noticed in your life, or even some big ahas, or maybe some things that are shifting and trying to break free from you to give you a little more peace and joy in your heart and in your life. Be happy to know that you have a choice on how you feel. And although change can be difficult, little shifts here and there can bring on some massive change to increase your energetic presence, your joy, your productivity, and your connection. First and foremost to yourself in listening and respecting and loving yourself. With others in which you have relationships, whether it's a significant other, whether it's your parents, your children, your clients. We want each of these relationships to be solid and you feeling good with every interaction you have with them. And then, of course, your connection to spirit and the universe or your God that provides the support, the universal support and guidance. If we open ourselves up to be receptive and to grow that presence and to grow all of those relationships, because life is so sweet. It's a big playground for us to have fun and explore and enjoy. And it is your choice how you feel every day. Take a few more breaths. And from my power center to your power center, thank you, each and every one of you, for your presence here.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you all.
We appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.